Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with Channel Disturbance. This is a Badger. It's a Tier 10 British tank destroyer, and it's located on the north spawn of Live Oaks under the command of Jason Thomas. Now, it's got a 123mm quick firing gun, and there's very few weak spots except for that lower plate, which is very difficult to hit sometimes when it's actually on a ridgeline. But anyway, let's see how Jason Thomas gets on in this top of the line tank destroyer, which replaced the Death Star, the FV217 Badger. Well, obviously it's a tier 10 game because it's a tier 10 tank destroyer. And the thickest armour is actually the bit around the gun. The rest of the armour, it's about 210mm at the front, but that armour around the actual gun itself is considerably thicker. Okay. No enemy in sight yet, but we've got an AMX 1390 up front. Was that 13105? Sorry. 1390 it is. Okay, we've got a Progetto, but it's the 46, which is the tier 8 version. We're in a 357 matchup and we're top tier, so we're going to have to do some work here. Okay, nothing we can shoot at just yet. If the Progetto keeps coming up like that, yes, we will be able to get a shot into him. Oh, can we get one? Oh, yes, 443's out the game just like that. Well, the alpha damage on this gun is 480 hit points. You can see 123mm. The only real weak points actually on this vehicle are the sides and the rear, of course, and of course that lower plate. But as you can see, it's very difficult to hit that lower plate when it comes up to a ridgeline because you're not showing that much. Okay, we've got a Type 4 Heavy further off. Still full strength, and he's being targeted by Arty because there's those down arrows on him. When you see that above an enemy tank, don't go near the tank because it's about to get hit by an Arty round. He's got penetration of 272mm with the standard ammo. He can beef that up just a little bit to 320 with APCR. He's carrying 3 rounds of HE as well, but it's mostly AP he's got in this game. IS-3 takes a round for 443, and there's an E75 in the Type 4. Okay, now he's going to use the ridgeline and the gun depression, and bounces his first round on the E75. And that was a return round to bit the dust. Go for the KB4. No. Reload is 7.02 seconds, which is quite fast actually. If you think about it, for a tank destroyer. I think there's some heavy tanks that would like a reload speed that long because they're much longer. And he doesn't want to come over to have a go at the Type 4, but the problem is if he does, that KV4 is going to have a pop at him as well as the Tiger 2. So I think he's hanging back because he doesn't want to get hit by one of the others. There's also an SU-130 over there. And I'm surprised that he didn't take a shot. Well, he's dead now anyway, so he's not going to be. Well, the IS-3 took a swing and bounced 390. Where that round went. Oh, look, they're aiming for the gun. In fact, they actually hit the strongest parts of the armour. It's a bit silly, really. You don't really want to hit that because it will bounce off. There's no way it's getting through. Okay, the E75, he should be able to pen this. Trouble is, if he aims at this one, he's got other people on his flank and he doesn't really want to get hit the side by the KV4. Yeah, I think he's thought twice about it and thinks no. He's having a good look round. Always a wise decision to take a 3D perspective. Well, he's got the KV4 coming up one side and the E75 coming up the other. But he has got somebody helping him with that E75. Okay, well the Type 4 heavies come up all imperious saying, I can't be touched. Yes you can. That's 490 hit points off him. I think he suddenly realised, you know, you don't really want to do that in front of a Badger because the Badger will put holes in you. You may have tough armour against the other heavy tanks, but not against the Badger you don't. And he's allowing his team to get some spotting, he's allowing them to get some hit points off the enemy tanks with Arty strikes. Now can he get around into that E75? Well, he's just trying to poke up the top of his turret. Oh no, bounced off and oh, took a round from the Tiger 2 as well as the E75. Now he might need to use this bit of the edge of the water to go hold down. Yep, use it, use the ridgeline, that's it, go for the polar. Oh, well, he's spotted for that damage. It's loaded. We've got a Borsig over there, and he's got very close, he's crept up on us. But at this moment, there's a fairly tall ridgeline just between us and him. Can he get a shot? Oh, it's the wreck around the other side of the lurver. Okay, the Type 4 heavy's coming down. Get one into him. Yes! 549, it's a high roll. And we're doing a good job of holding these guys back. They really don't want to make a rush because they know that they can get badly mauled by a Badger. Oh, doesn't get that one through the cupola. You can see all his teammates are back at the cap and they're all watching this going on. I'm sure they're actually firing on the enemy. Yeah, because that the Type 4 heavy just got taken out by the UDES. Now, E75. Yes! 472 and he's killed. Now, that Borsig. There's still a few enemy tanks remaining, so... And of course it's Jason who's actually holding them up. Oh, Borsig got around into him. 345. That was an HE round, surprisingly. And he's got a KV4 coming up the other side, so he's using the wreck as cover. He pulls up, he puts a round into the Borsig, takes him out. The KV4's been killed by the AMX FV217 and there's blood in the water now. And the team know this and they're all coming in to get the kill. There's only 2 enemy tanks remaining. And he puts one more round into the Tiger 2. Okay, he's got the side of his turret and the rear of his turret now. And that's a kill shot. And that means there's only 1 enemy remaining. It's the AMX, it's the SU-101. And he's over in the town, or last seen over there. So fantastic job here by Jason Thomas to hold the enemy back. He was voracious at the bridge, holding the barbarians away. Whoa! Bit of team damage there. Well, I think this game is over, but we're just waiting to find out where the SU-101 wants to be killed. I think Jason's decided that he wants to go to the enemy cap now. He's got 2k of spotting damage, 390 block, and 3,700 hit points of actual damage. He's certainly worked this this game. 3 kills. He could platoon with the AMX 1390, and there would be a brothers in arms for them. Oh, we just lost the 1390 round. So that Brothers in Arms has just gone out the window. I think he went into deep water, and there's the SU-101 ahead of us. And it looks like he's round the back of those buildings, so we can't get a shot. No, no shot. And he's been killed. The AMX-50 120 got him in the end. So that's a victory. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's not clearing. I think we'll end this way. Okay. And it's a second class tanker for Jason Thomas in the FV217 Badger. He managed to get a spotter badge for getting at least 1,000 hit points of spotted damage, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks that did damage to him during the battle, and a fire for effect for getting more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, and a win rate for that game of 3263. So pretty good. And of course, as you know, he got 3 kills. So let's have a look at the team score. Well, there you go. He got the highest damage in the game, 3,767 hit points, but it wasn't enough for the high caliber, I'm afraid. He also, the next high score was the AMX 1390, who did 3,070, but of course he made a terrible driving error and drove through some of the deep water and drowned, would you believe it? That doesn't happen that often, but it's mostly to people who haven't got the speed to drive out the other side. He managed to get a Pescucci's Medal and Tank Sniper during that game. And I think a lot of it was because he was shooting at long range at things that other people were spotting. When it came to kills, of course, he shared the top slot with the AMX 1390, and there was one tank on the enemy team who managed to get 3 kills. It was the Object 705, and he also picked up a cool headed. And when it came to base XP, it was the AMX 1390 who managed to get the highest amount, 1,004, and then Jason Thomas picked up 981, and the Object 252U managed to get 843. So let's have a look at the detail report. Well, we fired 15 rounds, got 13 direct hits and 9 penetration, damage of 3,767 hit points in that battle, received 4 hits from the enemy, 2 of them were penetrations, 1 non-penetration, that was the one I think bounced off the front plate into the gun mantlet and basically fell apart. He received 2 hits as a result of splash damage as well, block damage of 390 hit points. He damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 3 of them, and did damage assistance of 2,367 hit points. On a premium count, he earned 53,696 credits, got 14,498 for completing the mission, so total came to 68,194, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he took away 37,238 credits. He received 1,471 XP, times 2 for the first victory of the day, got 398 for completing the mission, so his total came to 3,341 XP altogether. So a pretty good round by Jason Thomas. Shows why the Badger is actually a very, very good brick wall against enemy attacks. I mean, basically they were trying to get him, but they just couldn't get into a position where they could do that without getting shot themselves in the process. And it worked out very nicely because he just delayed the enemy long enough for his teammates to put rounds into them. And that's why he picked up so much spotting damage in the end. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.